So I just want to spend a few minutes today to talk to you about your dog's nutrition and to help you decide if their diet is helping them thrive. We talk all the time about how nutrition affects a human life on all different levels, such as causing diseases, such as heart disease and diabetes, such as causing general pain through inflammation, including chronic inflammation, which has been linked to heart disease and cancer and immunosuppressant diseases. And of course, we all talk about the fact of nutrition affecting hyperactivity, ADD, ADHD, those type of behaviors. And yet a lot of times we don't think about that when it comes to our dog's nutrition. Say hi, Juno. So I want you guys to take a few minutes and think about what I have to say about your dog's diet and decide whether what you're feeding them is helping them thrive and live pain-free lives, or if you're setting them up for failure. Which, if you are, the good news is you can easily change their diet and help set them up for success. So, commonly people feed dogs diets consisting of grains, and dogs only digest about 60% of grains, so 40% they're just pooping out, which is kind of a reason to get rid of them anyways. Most grains dogs would eat in the wild would be partially digested in animals, so they're not necessarily something for them to eat for an important nutritional need. When a dog eats grain-based diets, their body releases insulin to help balance the blood sugar, and as a result, cortisol is released, which can actually make your dog seem tired. So if you're struggling getting your dog to motivate to exercise or to train, and you're feeding them a grain-based diet, this could also be part of it. It can also result in glucose spikes, so they can get like crazy hyperactive and then crash just like a child who eats Lucky Charms can. Grain-based diets also often have grains that have been grown in chemicals and pesticides, and so as a result those types of chemicals are going to stay in your dog's system, and they build up over time and can result in different types of cancer, and also can result in behavioral changes, such as resulting in a dog becoming fearful, timid, or hyperactive, or worse comes to worse, aggressive. Okay. There can also be a link between poor diets in general resulting in hyperactivity, destructive behavior, lethargy, and a lack of focus. Where on the other hand, diets that are high in DHA can result in a dog making fewer mistakes in a training sequence than diets that do not contain DHA, or a high quantity of DHA. So right there, studies have proven that a high quality grain-free diet can have multiple positive effects on your dog. On top of that, foods that are lower quality tend to often contain dyes, and dyes have been linked to allergic reaction in our dogs. Sometimes the allergic reaction is as simple as itchy skin, which then results in the vet wanting to put your dog on antibiotics and steroids, which is not good for your immune system, and then it's this perpetual cycle, and people wonder why their dogs are always itchy. But sometimes allergic reaction can be much worse. It can cause GI upset and even death. On top of that, non-natural dyes are toxic, and they affect the nervous system, which can explain random development of fears, aggression, or timid behaviors. Besides dyes, food companies can put in a ton of chemicals into your dog's food and not even put it on the label. There's over 10,000 different additives that a food company can put in there and not put on the label. On top of that, if one of their sources was feeding the protein one of these chemicals, they don't have to label it anyways. So there's a ton of loopholes that go around. So if you're seeing chemicals in your diet, or you've heard rumors that the company you're feeding contains chemicals such as BHT, BHA, or ethoxyquin, which we have known are preservatives that result in can cause cancer, then obviously it's not probably the best diet for your dog, because again, these pesticides and toxins and chemicals all build up over time and can result in all different types of diseases such as heart disease and cancer. They can cause inflammation in the animal's body, and just like us, resulting in joint pain or immunosuppressant diseases. And on top of that, it can alter their behavior, causing them to be fearful, timid, aggressive, or destructive. So take a moment to reevaluate what you're feeding your dog and decide whether it's helping them succeed and thrive, or if it's time for a little dietary change. I hope you guys have a great day and found this informative.